Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Anuradha, Head Department of Computer Science, Indian Academy Degree College, Autonomous. As we compete in this data-driven world, there is wide range of opportunities for a computer science graduate. As most businesses rely on computers to make faster decisions and more accurate forecasts, there are opportunities within the IT departments in various sectors like agriculture, aerospace, defense, financial services, healthcare, manufacturing, retail, telecommunication, etc. Also, new analytical techniques can fuel discovery and innovation. With a strong foundation of fundamental concepts, a computer science graduate will be able to have a promising career in IT. At this juncture, on behalf of the Department of Computer Science, I extend a very warm welcome to the resource person, Mr. Gopinath, Solution Architect, IBM India, who, in spite of his busy schedule, accepted our invite to enlighten the young minds. Dr. Jerome Xavier, Principal, Indian Academy Degree College, Autonomous, is the driving force behind all the events that happen in our institution. I extend a very warm welcome to our dear principal. In this webinar, we have participants from Delhi to Kanyakumari and Maharashtra to West Bengal. The thirst for knowledge has united us on one common platform. I extend a hearty welcome to all the enthusiastic participants. Welcome all to this webinar on career prospects in computer science. Dr. Jerome Xavier, Principal, Indian Academy Degree College, Autonomous, has more than 3 decades of teaching experience, 2 decades of experience as principal, and several research publications to his credit. I request our principal to render the presidential remarks. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Professor Anuradha. The resource person of the webinar today, Mr. Gopinath, the solution architect from IBM India. The participants from various parts of India, particularly the student participants and others who are either graduates or postgraduates. I extend a very warm welcome once again on behalf of Indian Academy Degree College, Autonomous Bangalore. Everyone these days believes our learning has to be continuous in spite of being locked down by pandemic which has attacked the whole world. The Department of Computer Science, under the leadership of Professor Anuradha, has initiated a webinar keeping in mind the graduates, postgraduates, and particularly the PU students, to offer them very useful and resourceful information on career from an eminent personality like Mr. Gopinath from IBM. All of you are fortunate enough to have him with us this morning and listen to his views on career in computer field. And I know it's not only the PU students, but also those who have graduated in computer science or those who have been received or those who have received MTech or ME in computer science are still looking for career option. Career is different than job. Job is what we do and for which we are paid for. Whereas career is what we build based on our skills and competencies in the field of computer science through a job, and we create a personality of our own in the field of computer science. So over the period of time, the job might remain same, but your career develops, career changes. And you, my dear students, particularly the PU students, when you like to choose computer science, either in BSc or as BCA, it is important for you to know what is ahead of us once you complete your undergraduate studies. I'm sure Mr. Gopinath's sharing on career option in computer science will help you to focus your mind on the future and keep your goal setting very clear as you begin your undergraduate studies during this academic year. I wish each one of you a fruitful listening to the resource person as he has taken time off from his regular work in spite of being so busy with IBM company. Thank you, Mr. Gopinath, for being with us this morning. And I'd like to thank the faculty members of Computer Science and Indian Academic Degree College Management for giving us the opportunity to share with you all the audience a beautiful webinar, which I am certain will be of great help to you. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant time.
Yeah,
Over to
thank you, sir.
Professor Radha. Yes,
Thank you, sir.
welcome.
Now I request Professor Srividya, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science, Indian Academy Degree College Autonomous, to introduce the resource person. Over to you, ma'am.
Warm greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I'm honored and delighted to introduce our guest speaker, Mr. S. Gopinath, Solution Architect, IBM India Private Limited, for this national webinar on career prospects in computer science. Sir has an astounding 15 plus years of experience in core software development. Mr. Gopinath has profound knowledge in .NET technologies with proficiency in SDLC concepts and databases. He has congregated insightful experience in implementing object-oriented programming methodology and practiced in design and project development. Sir has commendable involvement in cloud technologies and in building web services like WCF and Web API microservices with security and high performance. Sir is a passionate orator and a committed resource person from the IT industry. We are honored to listen to you, sir. Over to our guest speaker, Gopinath, sir. Sir, the session is all yours.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for the great greetings. Yeah, so let me start. Okay, so the IT Vision 2020. Yeah. Okay, now we all know so what is the situation here, and there is an always a confusion. What to start now, because the situation is it is not static, right? So there are based on the counts of pandemic effects, so it's really impacting the industries. But still, if you look at the areas of impact and what I need to do next, so this is not what we are talking about is not only about the negative side of the situation. Also, we should have to be proactively move the time positively, so that really make sure we are getting our opportunities, and we are grabbing jobs in IT, and also jobs or business, whatever it is. So all our proactiveness and standard focus and the right path will help us to move forward further, right? So this is the seminar. I have taken up a couple of points, and I have done some preparation, and based on my experience, I would like to present what is the situation now and what you do that is really best for your career. So that is an idea. Now let's first understand so what is the IT industry, and how the companies are focusing, and so what is really going on now. So that's what we need to see. Okay, in this situation, yeah, the medical industry is highly focused because most of the companies are investing money on coming out of the situation. Yeah, and apart from that, the other areas are got impact. But still, if you look at this, every company, they have their own plan for the next 3 years or next 5 years. Even big companies have the vision on for the next 10 years, right? So IBM and Wipro, TCS, this kind of companies have their high vision. Yeah, yes, there is an impact. The people are not come to office. But if you look at the IT industry, there is a facility called work from home. Yeah, that really save their business. So there is not much impact on the IT division like others. Okay, so unfortunately, few companies have their the vision is very short, and they could not able to focus much on their. They could not able to project. So those companies have impact. So that is very very light, very light, even not even 1%. Okay, but apart from that, if you look at the whole industry, yeah, it is. It is not shaken much. So it is going very well, and most probably, I can say that. So this will be get resumed soon as the situations are come to normal. Okay, so first we will understand what is IT information, how it is better than the other industry that I would like to tell. So one advantage is everyone have mobile, right? So everyone have mobile. So that means the softwares and packages. So what we are the IT companies which is developing in front of them, already the audience are there. This audience are very relevant to my business. Okay, without mobile and without computer, no company will execute. Okay, or even the people, everyone have mobile now. So now when you come into IT, so whatever the area is down, the communication will not go down. Okay, so that is a clean projection in the whole over the world, because mobile is everywhere. Okay, so there you can see there are a lot of opportunities on information technology that is always there. That is, I can say it is an evergreen, so it will not go fail, right? So the people cannot imagine without mobile. So when it is coming to mobile, so what inside the mobile, you can open to the Play Store or Microsoft Store, whatever it is. So there are plenty of application. It will help you to lead your life easily. Example, I can say Google Map, right? So touch base on Google Map. There are such engines are implemented where all the you can find the location of a business and everything. Now this is benefiting two companies. One is the Google. They could able to help you how to walk and how to travel. And while traveling, they will tell that. So you are going to a beauty parlor. So the beauty parlor is this many beauty parlors there. If you want a gold jewelry shop, so these many jewelries are there when you are reaching this place. So it is a detailed map. It is given in front of your eyes. Okay, even the earlier days, and kings and queens also don't have this much facility, right? Any other human, they need to speak and everything. Now if you head down, if you open your mobile, you can see everything, right? So this kind of features, it will never go down. So that means the IT will never go down. So that is an idea that confident you can have. So when I'm saying all this thing, only I'm getting into IT, my life will be very brighter. Yeah, you cannot take it that point 100%, because the reason is the skills is matter. Suppose today you completed a course. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. So suppose you are taking a course. The course name is, I can say you are taking a course of Azure Cloud. Okay. So now the Azure Cloud is very familiar, and thousands of people are completed the same course. And if you are going to an IT industry, there you can see only 10 jobs are there. 1,000 people are standing for the job. So in that case, the companies will see you how good you are in the other areas. Yeah. So if in case if you are very good at in analytics, so suppose you are complete IoT, or you completed uh, you know AI, artificial intelligence, or you are good at programming. So in that case, you are limelight in from others. So you shown as a one of the bright people among them. So in that case, you will be chosen first for as a for a job opportunity. Yeah. So you picked up first. So in that case, the learning, and especially in this situation, so if you want to show yourself better, or you want to market yourself better to the IT companies, then what you need to do is you should have learn little better. So that is where you can able to market yourself better, and you can get the job. Okay. Um, yeah. So hope you all align. Do you have any questions now? Yeah. I'll take it as no. Okay, and I'll continue further. So let me focus on now the situation I explained you. The going forward next, if you see that, so what is in future now? Yeah, in the future, if you see that, so we all hoping that everything will come into normal, and so we are going to march as we wish, right? So in that case, so we need to focus on the areas. Now there are companies are giving some layoff and other things, but at the same time, the other company is opening the door. Okay, so no one is jobless and they are waiting for a long or something. So the one company is laying off, the other company is picking up. So because how it is happening is in the top level, if you see, the bank is having a contract with the big level of company, like CMM level 5 company. So what they are doing is they are spending 10 crores every month or every quarter, and so the company is developing the project. Now the bank is facing some financial problem, so due to that they want to do the cost cut. So in that case, so they what they were doing is they stop focusing on big level company and they start focusing on small scale industries. Okay, I'm telling one situation. This is not happening in all the place, but I'm telling one situation. So in that case, the people who are laid out of from the big level of company, so they are going for a mid level company and joining there, and they are getting a better scope and life there. Okay, and yeah, so that is how this movement is happening. All right. So so when you are getting in now, if you have a lot of opportunities in the IT industry. Even people are getting interview calls still now. I can see there are many job opportunities are there now. You people are going to start up your career. So next 2 years, when you see that, your life will be very brighter. That's what all I'm trying to say. Okay, yeah, so that much time, by that time, your career will be, if you learn something better, no, you have a right road path, so you can able to travel on that. Okay, so now what is the focusing? So the focusing is reskilling. So in case I'm assuming that you already skilled on some area, and some people are going to start now. So this is the situation. So if you are want to reskilling it, so what are the areas you need to focus that I'm going to cover in next few slides. Okay, if you are not started, and so whatever I'm going to cover in the next slide, that is going to help you. Okay, so if you look at that, so whatever the examples which I told about Google and whatever I so far I spoke, the data is the heart of this business, any business, right? Even if you play a game also, your data will be very essential. Okay, so now the industries are always okay, what is common area, what I'm talking about? Suppose everyone have a computer, right? So in the computer everyone have hard disk. So now the hard disk storage area is a common thing. Now if I invent something new in that hard disk area, what will happen is I have already clients, you are using hard disk, and that is very easy to pick the client, and they will become a part of my business. And whatever the improvement I do, that will help everyone. Okay, so they can able to get benefit, uh, and my business also will grow. Now in that area, so when you do see a business, the data is the common thing for everyone. So that is how the people, many IT companies are and they come up with an idea called data science. So the data science jobs are very high now. Okay, I could say they are, though you are looking for an experience, and even the freshers, so there are companies, they are giving opportunities for you people, and you can able to taking forward further. So even when you are starting up your career now, so in after 2 years, when you see, this area is not going to be down, so this is will be keep grown, and you will get a lot of job opportunities. Okay, and one more thing. So when I say data science, so who are all get the job? So that is the biggest question. right? One is the developer, so who is building the how to receive the data, how to manage the data, and data architects, so they are getting a job. And so even person who is start up their programming career, so they will do some programming, so that help the industry, so they are also will get the job. And also the developer do the job, and the tester is going to test that application, so the tester is also getting a job. When you do all this thing, there are many applications need to be deployed in the server. So in that path, so if you see the DevOps candidate, okay, so those people also getting a job. And also when you do all the infrastructure setup, even the hardware area, so the hardware engineers also getting a job. So like that, so if you start up with one application, so that covers all the area, so people are getting jobs. So this is what the nature of IT industry, right? Yeah. Okay. So now in this area, so I have referred few of the websites as well, apart from my my company, what I'm working. And so apart from the financial, okay, artificial intelligence and machine learning. So this also, it is in the high focus now. Okay, when I say artificial intelligence is high focus on this one, so they develop an application. Again, the data will be stored in a database only. So there also data science people will get an opportunity. Even the application developments like web application and Windows application, these people also get a job. Okay, but if you would like to focus on the core area, you can start looking at artificial intelligence. You aware? Okay, now the robotic is going in a very high way. Yeah, so you can go for that. And the machine language, so you can able to talk to machines, and you can order them, and so that and you can command them to operate in the way what you want. All right, nowadays you may seen in the hospitals, yeah, the robots are used to serve the patients, right? So these are all the areas, in the area it is improving a lot. Okay. And Internet of Things, so that is also you can able to connect your embedded systems to internet. Okay, I'm telling I would like to tell you the beautiful example. Like if some of the companies are there, so how many people are getting to office, and how many people are getting a pass, and how many doors they crossed, everything instantly the people can able to know, because these systems are embedded with internet. So the managers and everyone, they can
Mr.
see.
Gopi,
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt you. Some participants cannot see the PPT is what they have messaged. Can I just talk to them? 1 minute. Participants, please listen. You have in the right corner of the meeting, you have people option and chat option. So click on that people option. You will have Mr. Gopi, Suresh. Two entries will be there. You have to select the presentation option. Students who all couldn't see Mr. Gopi Suresh presentation, please
Yeah.
click on the people. It will be written people 158 on the right side of your window. You can see Gopi Suresh. Yeah, two Gopi Suresh entries will be there. One is with the presentation. If you click on that, it will get pinned on your window so that you will be able to see the presentation. Fine, thank you. Over to you, sir. Sorry for the
Yeah,
disturbance.
and no problem. Yeah. Now can able to see the screen. Others can able to see screen, right? Yeah, others can able to see the screen. Can you please? Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. So where I stopped. Okay. Fine. Now I want to talk about the areas. Okay. So do you have any questions so far? Like, please let me know if you have questions. Okay, guys, I would like to ask you, even message me, or you can give a voice. How many people know what is cloud? I'll look for the participants. Yeah. Anybody can voice out. Yeah. So it should not be like I'm an active speaker. So you can also, give your comments.
Yes, sir. We
Yeah.
know.
How many? Sorry,
Yes, sir. We know the cloud.
we know cloud, right? You know cloud,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what is the benefit of the cloud, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me? One of the benefit in the cloud.
We can access the application over the. We
Okay.
can access the application over the internet. Not in a local
Yeah.
stream, sir. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Fantastic. Yeah.
yeah.
So I can tell
It
you.
got unlimited
Uh,
storage.
yeah. Fantastic. Very good. And what else?
It has
We
an
can deploy.
elasticity, sir.
Data
So
is secure.
Yeah. Very good. Data security is a very good. Sorry.
We can deploy our
Sorry. Can you
projects.
repeat? Yeah. Very good. So yeah,
You
you
can
can do all
you
the
can
things.
access the data from any device.
Yes. Very nice. Apart from that, so I'm expecting one more very important one.
storage network.
It is used
Yes.
in business.
Very good. Yeah. No, mainly I'll cover all this point in one word. Okay. That is called resource sharing. With minutes. In minutes. That is the biggest advantage. So what I'm doing is I want to tell my own story. Around 10 years before, I got one project. 10, 11 years before, I got one project from in US. So the client is asking me, can you be able to do that? So we have created a POC and the sample coding, and we sent to them. They are very happy. We also put our hard working, we put a lot of effort, and we come up with a fruitful solution, and they are very happy about that. But when we are going to do a business with them, they ask this question: do you have your own server? Okay, we invested 5 lakhs there, and after that you have 24/7 UPS. Yeah, we spend another 1 lakh to buy an UPS and all this thing. Then they asked, so you have a, bandwidth to connect 100 servers. So like that, they keep on asking the infrastructure related questions. So I spend around 20 lakhs 10 years before. As all friends, we invested to do a simple project. Okay, so that order we got it, and we completed. We got 23 lakhs as a profit. Okay, so further to that, when we are calculating this thing, I'm thinking now, because of cloud. Now you imagine 1,500 rupees if you spend, you will get a month, you will get a hi-fi server, you will get it. You no need a power backup. Yeah, you can able to deploy the application like whenever you want, and you can able to do a configuration integration. So everything you can able to do it. There is no time is in no time. Even if you want to do it on your own, it is very really difficult to spend time and all these things. Now the industrial situation is entirely different. Now you can able to start a number of things. So anybody get a software order, they can purchase a server and they can able to started hosting it. So the resource sharing has become very very cheap now. So that is where the cloud is always in the top in the market when it is got introduced. Okay, so now so what I'm trying to say is, if you go for a cloud, so that is also in an evergreen area that you can able to focus on. But what I'm trying to say is, whatever the language or package or anything, if you learn, please learn cloud as well, because the cloud is it is a big wrapper for everything. If you learn IoT, your application will be hosted in cloud only. If you implemented ASP.NET application, that is also in the cloud only. If you do any project, that is all touch bases on the cloud now. Even the gaming industry, you can download the games from the net, right? So you can have an open closed model is there. So with the open connectivity, you can able to connect to the cloud application, games and other thing. You can able to play everything. So my best advice should be, if you want to start up your career, whatever you learn, whether you learn testing or whatever it is, okay, so please be in touch with cloud. Yeah. Now, if you look at the cloud, so who are all have the who are all one minute.
Nuamos ko bida.
Okay, so if you go for a cloud, you can able to capture everything, all the area. Okay, so now going forward, the cloud is going to be top always. When you learn a cloud, just keeping that in mind. You need to understand the nature of the cloud, then you need to learn. Okay, so people here, so they speak anything about the cloud. May I know what cloud you know, whether Azure or AWS. So what kind of cloud you have knowledge? So audience, if you don't know, I'm fine.
Microsoft Azure.
Very good. One is Microsoft Azure. Anyone else? Google Cloud or something? Alibaba? Okay. Okay. So why I asked this question is, if you talk to the people who know the other cloud, you can feel the difference. So who is the owner for, who is the company it is providing Azure Cloud? Microsoft, right? So if you see the nature of the business of Microsoft is programming, correct? So if you look at the programming part, so they come up with the cloud idea. So what is their base idea is they could able to share their resources, okay? And but what the facility they are giving programming facility to you. Suppose if you want to customize your options, that you can able to using via programming, and by selecting options and other things you can able to do. But they are very keen on supporting programming because they can sell their nativity product of programming product like .NET, other things, that is also they can market via cloud. And also they are giving more facility, and they have a program so that is support most of the cloud areas. That is how the Microsoft to come up with the more programming option. If you take AWS, Amazon Cloud, Amazon is master in selling the product and advertising the product and search engine. So all this optimization they do very well. Okay, they are also doing a supporting of program. So, but they are doing a variety of programmings. So in that case, the people need to purchase some software and other things. And also, in my opinion, AWS Cloud is like reading newspaper. When you are reading a newspaper, how you understanding? So the same way you can able to understand AWS Cloud. So that is user-friendly way they have done it. But they are doing a programming support as well. Okay, but it is not like Microsoft. So if you see the ratio, that is AWS is top. Okay, AWS is less in programming part. Okay, so that is how the each and every cloud have their own the way of approach. Google, if you see, they almost support all the free tools. Okay, so because they want to capture the clients in such a way, so they want to go through with their business. Okay, the Google idea is entirely different. If you see Google Gmail, so why Gmail is very famous? Anyone can tell? So you have a Rediff mail and Yahoo mail and everything is there. But why everyone is going to Google? Do you know the reason?
Because of their ecosystem, free ecosystem.
Everyone have ecosystem. That is not the unique reason. Might be the reason, but that is
Because
not
it's secure.
Microsoft is providing a security that is called multi-factor authentication. But Google, I don't think they are introducing. They introduced authentication, multi-factor authentication now only. But since then, last more than 10 years, they are famous. Why? I'll tell you the unique reason. They will not show any advertisement there. It is very simple and flexible. They are using a basic HTML coding. So that is why it is very faster, and there is no ad. It solves only the business purpose. If I open a mail, I'll see my mail. That's all. In the site, there is no ad. Okay. So everyone thought that, okay, ad is there. The adding company will give a lot of money to them and all this thing. Imagine, what is your purpose of getting a mail? Yeah. So when we are getting a happy mail, in the side bar, if you see some unwanted advertisement comes, how do you think? Yeah. So whether you are explicitly thinking or not, internally, you won't think pleasant. Right. So all this psychological part they have understand, and they are doing a very good business now. That is why Gmail is very good. Right. So the Gmail, the Google approaches, this is the way Google used to approach everyone. Yeah, so that is where the Google Cloud's also getting growth now. Okay, around the last 2 years before, AWS is top in the market, cloud market. Now Azure is coming up, coming up, and they have overtaken now. Now Azure is in top. Okay, but my advice when you learn cloud, my advice is only thing: when you learn Azure, parallel you look at AWS also. If you put 70% effort in Azure, just look at 30% in other cloud, Google Cloud or something. You know why? In the job, when you go to company, multi-clouded people are treated better than others. Okay. So in case if I am starting a project with the client is saying that Azure is better, please use that. So now they are saying that some security option is there, some certain modules need to be moved in other cloud. The company will not recruit another person to do that work, right? They will focus on the current employee. So in case if you are multi-talented, so then you will be utilized there to get a opportunity, and you will be utilized better. So to keep that in mind, so when interviewer is in front of sitting in your interviewer, so you can say that I know Azure and I have an experience in AWS as well, right? So if you say that, the people will think, okay, when I pick you, so you are a part of two cloud area. And also one more thing, when you're learning a cloud, the concepts are similar. Okay, concepts are very similar. So if you learn one cloud, learning the other cloud is very easy. Okay, so you try that one, so that really benefits you. So that is where if you want to participate in cloud, so I would like to recommend, my recommend is, so whatever you study, where you study testing or development or DevOps or whatever it is, keep cloud certification in your resume. That really helps. Okay, guys, do you have any questions? Guys, if you don't have a question, I'll move it further. Okay, then the next focus area is software development. Okay, the software development is the key thing. So there are two big giants are already participated and they are ruling the market. One is .NET, another one is Java. Okay, touch base on that only. The other products are coming up. So this .NET is, it is high in the market now because actually .NET Core has introduced, and so the people are doing a software development using .NET Core in rapid way. There are many facilities are there, so there also you can see job opportunities more, along with the cloud. So that is very powerful. Okay, and Java. So I don't need to talk about Java. Java is a parent for many things, many programming areas. They have plenty of packages in their bucket. So all the packages are very useful for the industry. So when you are start up your career, so you can start with some kind of programming languages. Definitely that helps. Along with additional capability of Google will be much strengthened. Okay, yeah. That is one thing. And if you get into the hardware, so there is also there are areas where I could say the when the cloud is coming into area, uh, you can virtually perform your networking. Okay, so you no need of wire around the tables and connecting, and all these things are not required. In earlier days, around at least 10 years before and all, there are many wires of many hubs hanging in the office, so the systems were get connected. Now those are all get reduced. Okay, the simple cable is enough to do all this thing. So in the cloud area, if you see, virtually you can able to build your own network. So the network engineer jobs are going to be reduced. That is what the industry thought, but it is not. Though everything is happening in the cloud, the human invention, human effort is not required much. But when the problem comes, the editing and all these things, still that hardware engineers also required. So that is where, so there are slow ups and downs are there, but still hardware area also it is on the stable only. So but keep that in mind, the cloud comes in, so everything is happening there. So that area you should be when you're focusing it, you can have a multiple area of expertise. That is good. Big data. So when I say data science, now everyone is focusing on Hive databases and other things. Big data is a combination of many tools. So that big data, it is helping everyone. The industries are investing with a small amount, and they can able to handle huge amount of data. Hadoop and other things are there. So there also you will get plenty of job opportunities that is in the market. Okay, so when I'm talking about big data, you need to understand what is ERP model and non-ERP model. So in this one, just for an interest, I want to ask you. So do you know what is ERP and non-ERP, guys? Okay, ERP means enterprises application model. So it is a large level of package. So it is work only for the that particular industry. For example, Salesforce, if you take the Salesforce is the ERP model, so there is only focusing on the sales part. SAP is there, right? The SAP is one of the ERP model. Okay, so each and every client should be part of that network, and they should have to pay license for that. So that is how SAP is earning money. And the SAP only the big companies or major, a little top level company than middle level having SAP, because because the business area should be big, and also the more secured security is required for the business, then the SAP will be the right option, because everything is pre-programmed. So in the SAP, if you go there, everything is pre-programmed. Yes, you have to configure on your own needs. That will be up and running in your environment. So that is the way everyone is moving towards to the ERP model. When compared to the cost, ERP model is little higher. So based on the business needs, people are choosing that area. So now as your part, so if you learn SAP and ERP model, that is also good. Yeah. So but the initial level, so you should get a right opportunity, then only you can able to grow there. Okay, so the testing, so how many developers are there? When I say ERP model, this is SAP and other things example I told you. When I say non-ERP, it is like ASP.NET web application and Java web application. So these things are all, we called it as a non-ERP models. There is no license required for the client. Even the browser is there, that is enough. So they can able to access their report and business needs and everything. They can do it. Okay. So as long as when I'm talking about ERP model or non-ERP model, so all the development areas, you need a testing. Okay, now there is one more area come up, that is called automated testing. Selenium and other things are coming into picture. So if you learn those areas, so you will get a better job opportunity there. Okay. So now everyone is focusing on agile model, right? So you know what is agile is?
It's like
Okay.
an extension, like an extension of SDLC.
Sorry.
It's an extension of SDLC, like you perform in a dynamic way, better than SDLC.
Okay. Yeah, slightly the right
It is a
answer.
software development lifecycle.
Yes, very good. How it is different from waterfall model?
Sir, in waterfall model, like when one process is taking place, we can't jump to the next process
Very
until
good.
the current process is done.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. So the one funniest example is there. If you go to a birthday party, so one person will cut the cake and they will give one by one, right? So this is what waterfall model. So it start with analysis. Yeah, if the analysis after that development, again development is completed, then testing. The testing is completed, then deployment. After that maintenance, it will go. In case any problem happen in the maintenance or something changes, again we need to go for analysis phase and do the analysis, and after that coming for development. Like that, we will used to come.
In planning
Right.
phase, we'll do analysis.
Sorry.
In planning phase, we'll do the analysis in Agile.
Yeah, no, yeah. So yeah, you're right, perfectly right. So that's what I'm saying. In the waterfall model, this is the life cycle. So one by one, sequentially, we will do it. So in that case, so the time taking is too much actually, and also same set of people work for years. Okay, because analyst phase, development phase, testing phase, and all this thing come in one by one. Now, when I come into agile, the same cake, everyone got a knife, everyone can able to cut and take the cake. That's what the agile is. So the whole application will be there. So what we will do is logically we will divide those things into sub modules. Okay, I'm telling an example. So I want to collect all your information as a software in my application. That is the requirement. So my application name is visitor information. So I'm going to collect all your information. So in the software, in the waterfall model, what we used to do is first I'll collect all the fields what I required. I'll analyze that. Then after the development, I'll testing and everything I will do. Yeah, you have to wait for 1 week time so to complete all these things, because everything will take one day or 2 hour day. So that's how they can do it. Only development is completed, then only testing can happen. But if you go into agile, so what they are doing is first what I'll do analysis. No, I will ask the set of people to give analysis work. Some of the test developers I will give them to set up the environment. Okay, they will be ready for the coding. The tester, they will start writing a test case on the overall part. They will do the test planning, resource planning, and everything they will do. And DevOps engineers, what they will do is they will set their environment. Okay, I know I'm going to develop in .NET application only where I need to deploy it. Everything they will be ready. So it's a big teamwork. Now the one and the analysis started. So one small piece of analysis done, they will give it to developers. Developers will start developing that, and the small portion will be deployed. The same testers will be do the deployment. So work will be started parallelly, and everyone will focus on their work. End of the day, in when I say 7 days is more time, in 2 days or 3 days only, I will develop the whole application. I will give it for final deployment. That is how the agile come into picture. Now I'm telling a small example of 1 week. At least 5-6 times you need to deploy the application. When you come to the big level of application and bigger level of team is working all together, what will happen? Plenty of deployment will happen. Yeah, the deployment is compared to after DevOps come into picture, the deployment is grown more than 200% in from the industry. Earlier, if I do 7, now it is doing 1,400 times you are doing it. Okay, so that many time of deployment will happen. So for that, they are looking for some tool that is called DevOps tools. Yeah, so the DevOps area, it is one of the, okay. Even if you say, tell you the additional thing, if you go to Azure have its own DevOps setup. If you go to AWS have their own DevOps setup. So DevOps skill is like a database skill. It is very become very mandatory skill in the industry. Now imagine yourself, cloud, you started learning now. Software like .NET or Java, very well. Okay, that is your core area. I'm thinking, I'm giving a focus in this. Yeah, imagine yourself, you are good at cloud and you're good at software development, and also you're good at DevOps. Do you think company will leave you? Definitely will be highly rated. Yeah. So that is how. So when I say that, when you imagine, so nothing is impossible. So you have to learn in such a way so that you will be top in the market, you can grab the job. Okay. So these are the areas you can able to focus. These are all technical area. Apart from that, non-technical. Many people used to say, I don't like programming. The main reason is, the syntax error only, nothing else. Okay, so those people, I don't like programming. Oh, there are error comes. I got fed up, and all these things. The statement you come up with, then I will tell you a small clue. Don't say that you don't know programming. Okay, you can accept yourself. You don't know how to resolve that issue or how to search the solution. So the Google come into picture. If you put anything, it will come with the solution. You can just implement that. Yeah, so the Google is very near to you. Okay, so that is also a cloud solution that really helps you. So in that case, you focus on how to search better, then programming will come better. Yeah, so that is how. Don't say no to program. So that is my request. Yeah, so up to you. And these are all technical area. Non-technical area, when I say that, that is functional analyst job, Scrum Master. So when I go to Agile, the Scrum Master jobs are there. Okay, so those areas also you can able to focus, but those areas, you know, you should be in the industry on testing or development or something, you have some experience, then you can go as a scrum master or something, then that would be a better job. That is only to facilitate all the level of people. When I say development, testing and all these things, no, one person need to coordinate everything. So those role is called scrum master. Okay, so these are the areas are there. Now guys, do you have any questions?
Sir, I have one question.
Yes, please go ahead.
Uh, Sir, now in Google everything is available, all the coding, everything. If you
Yeah,
Google Stack Flow, or everything is there.
yeah.
So when all the programming code is available online, do you think so there will be reduction in the programming jobs?
No, definitely no. You have so many hotels are there, but you're cooking every day, right? Almost every time, correct? So these are all like advertisement pieces are there. So who will be combine everything? Yeah. So the programmer only can do it, right? So that option is always there. If you're in industry, I can tell a best solution for this. A best example I can tell. Tally software. Have you heard about Tally software? Kindly reply me.
Yes, sir.
What it is? Complete accounting package, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you think people are happy with the Tally and then satisfied? No other companies developed like an accounting financing software. No. So when the Tally is there, other person is thinking Tally is doing only account. I am doing a traveling business. Along with the Tally, I am giving an industrial support, travel agency. If you go and log in with the travel agency, that's all. So that will create one account there, and it will, you no need to do automatically go for create. You can see the maintenance happening and also my business also happening. I am not spending any 1 minute also for the accounting part. So that was software came up. That is what Tally didn't think or didn't implement this facility. So the other companies implemented. Now you see it like Tally, top of it, another business also come into picture. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now do you think that the programming is going to stop?
No, sir.
No. See, when all the softwares are come into processor, mobile came, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So when you see the development of laptops, earlier I need to write the password. Now if I see the laptop will recognize me is the right person is logging in. In some other person come and try to operate on my system, no, it won't allow. So this is an innovation. So innovation never stops.
Okay, sir.
So don't think developer jobs will go down. Okay. So yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So don't keep any question in your mind. Please come up.
Sir, I have one question. My name
Yeah.
is Savani Muhammad.
Hey, Mohammed.
Yeah, sir. My question is how to become, if we want to become a full stack, how many years we require? Because full stack is required. You have to know mobile application well. You have to know maybe one language like Java, PHP, or Python. You have to know that very well. You have to know cloud computing, and you have to know DevOps. All these things. How to, if you want to become very good full stack, how many years is required for that?
Fantastic question. Okay, actually, really that helps me a lot. I missed that area also that I'll cover in few minutes. Okay. So first of all, don't think everything is very big or risky or something. I don't. So you don't think that everything is simple. If you look at the cloud, when you say that how do I learn cloud? So that question, uh, when you start studying about the cloud, when you're seeing outside, it will very big. If you go inside, no, there's very simple thing. Believe me. Okay, so in that case, whatever you are learning, that is in the local PC, that is going to move to cloud. That's it. So you're going to repointing from your local machine to cloud. That's all. So the cloud is not the big thing. Then after that, application development, as usual, you are going to learn that. Now, when I say full stack, what is full stack? I'm using mobile. I developed an application. So that is coming in my laptop or PC or monitor. So in the browser, it is showing perfectly showing. When it is moved to mobile or something, what will happen? The mobile size is not that much big, right? So this is the handy device. So the device display is very less. So the same view, how you need to display it in the mobile application. So based on the different browser and different devices, your application will change its own view and its own skin, and it will show everything in the mobile also, or tab also, everything. That is how the UI will be responsive to different designs. So you are going to build a responsive screens. So this is called full stack developer. In that case, you need to learn some technique like React.js, AngularJS. Yeah, there are many other tools also coming into market. You need to learn that. So only one additional thing what you need to do is, when you are learning programming plus cloud, along with that, you can able to see how to develop UI. So if you are good at HTML, there are many good programmings are there, programming languages are there. There are everything, you have a tutorial online. So no other field have this. That's what I can tell you. Yeah, and one more thing is, if you open a net, no, so there are .NET application. I'm telling an example for .NET application. If you go there, .NET come up with the .NET setup along with, React.js setup. You don't need to do a setup and everything. You can able to start doing the code from the day one. So that is how it is there. So first of all, you have to focus in the market. So how it is, which tool is very better, and how the industry is going, and how the industry is going for that tool. You prepare that tool, you will get a lot of job opportunity. AngularJS is in the top in the market. Okay. Now suddenly React.js come into picture, and that is growing more. React.js is invented by Facebook. The Facebook, you see that, plenty of screens, display, ad, everything it is coming in. All the components, lakhs and lakhs of components, how they are managing it in a single screen using React.js. So the capability of React.js is already proven. So that is why companies are going to React.js. So AngularJS also growing up. But any of the thing, if you learn, the similar technology of other thing will be very easy. That's what I'm saying. You should have to open to learn, and take everything is easy. That way, that is a good startup, and you can able to learn easily. Mohammed, did I answer your question?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Any other questions?
Sir, according to you, what is healthy programming?
.NET only. I am .NET developer. So .NET and Java is also good, but .NET is very interesting because there are many intelligence are coming. The syntax errors are, it is very, very, you can able to less. I can say it will help you when you're doing coding. Java also helping, but still .NET is my familiar thing.
So how about C++?
That's a green area. Really, if you are good in C++, embedding system and other things, you can able to go for it. As I said, you know how to handle the syntax errors and other things. That will be a good startup to learn C++. And C++ is a very lightweight tool, and it can able to interact all the area, web application, Windows application, and even machine level learning and port level learning, and creating a new browser in all this area. So they don't want any heavyweight tools. In powerful lightweight tool they want. So that is why the people are going for C++. That is also one of the green area, I can say. Even Python is coming up, but still the competition is there with Python and C++ on some areas. But still, the C++ companies are not moving out from C++. If you know C++, learning C# and other things are nothing. Believe me, C++ is one of the powerful tools. But I would like to tell, before I'm taking up another question, please try this practice. Two things required to learn anything. One is high focus, okay, a high interest. I'll not say focus. Focus is make you stress. So you have to show a lot of interest. Even though some error comes, no, don't get scared or something seeing error. Treat error is like a flower. You know why? So now if you face the error in the production or some area or in the real time, it will not show. Right? Because you will fix that. Imagine if you are doing a project submission, it shows an error, you can fix it. What happened when you are showing in front of the lecturer or in the final exam, when you show it got an error, what it will happen? Yeah. So the early error, it is making you successful, so that if you look at the error, you should get a smile and you start work on that. Okay, so that is one thing. And second thing is, you love what you do. So that is very important. That will make your life easier, believe me. Okay, you have to spend plenty of time. You like that task and do that, so that will be helps a lot. Don't expect the result immediately. That will make you tired. Okay, whenever the results come, so you feel that. And anything what you're learning, when you practice it one time, that is not enough. You practice the same thing again and again 5 times, you will be master in that area. Okay. Yeah. So any other questions?
Sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yeah.
So nowadays, so many freelancers in market. It will be affect our industry.
Sorry.
So nowadays, so many freelancers are available in market.
Huh.
That will how will affect on industries and like MNC companies.
So okay, there are so many freelancers are there. Not only now, in the earlier also they are there, right? So why companies are going to the big, when I say company, there is a real client. Why so many clients are going for recognized companies? Because of the reputation. Okay. When I say freelancer, many people are doing that. But if most of the application, they need their own data security and other things. Okay, in case data violation, something happens, no, you can't able to handle anything with the freelancer. They'll close the system, turn off the mobile if they go, that's all. But if you go to the companies, no, companies will give a proper response. In case if they could not able to achieve the work, the client can able to put a penalty also to them. That way client is very happy and safer. Okay, there are audit trails can happen against the company where freelancer, that those things cannot be done. Yes, the people are going for freelancing, so that have a less significant, and those kind of low level applications are mostly moving to freelancer. Freelancer is not a bad thing. Okay, that is also increase the individual capability, but that will not impact the IT market. Freelancers are there from the beginning itself. Okay, so that will not impact as long as how so many freelancers comes also. End of the day, they will turn back to company, or freelancers are joined together, they will start a company. So that is how it comes. Okay, this is also happening in the industry.
Hello. Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'm from electronics background. I'm from electronics background. So how can I switch to computer science things? So what are the things we should focus on computer science?
Okay, what are the things you need to focus? I have explained enough. Okay, so but the electronic engineer and doctors, they are creating a lot of memes each other. Okay, because I have seen in industry, but the IT is the open door for everyone. Even BA literature also can be part of it, and they can build a linguistic softwares. So it is no, if you have analytics, simply I'll say, if you have analytics, you can come to our industry, IT industry. So what to start up? I told you C++, what to do, .NET, what to do, Java, what to do. First work what you need to do is you can start with, tutorial 1, 2, 3. Okay, learn 1, 2, 3. There are many sites are there. You start that, and the YouTube is the major source. Believe me. Okay, and you create a LinkedIn account, 1 month free LinkedIn learning software they are giving it. Do you aware that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you start from there. That is a very good starting.
Yes,
so they are come to your system and they are feeding you. This is the language, this is the program, what is this one, and you complete it there only, you will get the certificate with the 0 cost. Right, and the next one is plural site. Plural site is there. Plural site is giving learnings. You will get plenty of PDFs you can be able to get download. So everything is in hand. When you're traveling to your home, you're traveling for 4 hours, take up a mobile and you read something also, that is also knowledge. IT, what is the special is, you can breathe programming, you can eat programming, you can drink programming, anything you can do. Okay, don't think I want to learn for 5 years, next 5 years. You don't sit like that. Casually you sit, you start learning, slowly everything goes in mind. Okay, so the IT make you how to think better in any industry, whether you are electronics background or literature background or BCom, anything, so anything you can able to come in, anyone can able to come to IT industry and they can perform. There are companies specifically they want to make sure the candidate is the right candidate. That is why they are looking for education qualifications. Bill Gates did not complete their degree, right?
Yes, yes,
But
sir.
he directly get the doctorate in that industry, right? You know that story, right? Uh, that's fine. I have seen some of the employees are coming from very basic degree, okay, and so using their analytics, they are performing very well. Okay, when I'm telling all these things, I want to talk about Indian Academy as well. I have seen a very good team there. So they are expertise in all the area. The teaching is very good, and they are not tired at all. They are keep on finding people like me, and they are making this kind of organization. They are making speak. When I visit to the college also, I see the lot of enthusiasm, and they are in the right track. They are giving a training, and also they are providing placement as well. If you choose Indian Academy, that would be a right choice, I would say. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So any other questions?
Yes, yes, sir. Sir, I have one question related to UML, like a modelization. Before
Sir,
nowadays, when we want to do our project, now
I'm getting like an alien voice. The voice is very corrupted. So some digital noise is coming up. Can you please repeat the question?
okay. My question is related to modelization, like a UML.
Okay.
Nowadays, when we want to do our project, we are not focusing too much in modelization. Whereas it is very good to start by modelization, but now we are not using that UML too much. We start directly scratch or directly by doing a project without even knowing which advice you can give for that.
No, see,
Advice.
your name is Muhammad, right?
Muhammad.
Yeah, fantastic question. This is actually, yeah, there are best practices are missing in the industry, but if you are good at that, that is really great. So now there is a TDD, triple D, domain-driven development application. That is a growth from the data modeling. So that is very good value in the market as well. Really, that helps you to build a beautiful model before sorting any development. So that will come into picture. You're right. So the industry is missing some area that can be improved later. Yeah, that many companies are following as well. Don't worry about it. What the software you have seen, they are not doing it now, but in the industrial level, that is one of the best practices that is happening in the while preparing functional documents. That is there. If you are learning now, just please continue to learn. That really helps you later.
Okay, but can we leave can we leave coding and we will be focusing on only that, or it is better to?
Yeah. So yeah, if you do that, imagine. So I know I see if you are very expert in that area that's shown in the interview, definitely they'll pick you. Okay, that's for sure. But so you put yourself as a manager. One guy is coming with good documentation or domain-driven development approach language, and also they have a programming, and you are only at the programming part. So who will be get chosen?
That guy.
Yeah, that's the reason. So you should be careful on what you're doing.
But sir, if we think like this, we will be learning everything. We will think of learning everything, but then we will not focus in one thing directly. We will be learning Java, PHP, Python, C, C++, DevOps, cloud, everything. Then we'll get scared.
Yeah. No, I really understand that factor, but I'm not asking you to learn everything. Choosely you focus on what you are learning in that area. So what are the don't learn on I want to learn Java, I want Java or something. Suppose if I focus on something in the industry, the programming languages are there, so which language is top, so I can learn that. So which is the best matching for this? Suppose I am using a .NET, so I should go know the database part. So now in the earlier days, learning the complete thing is a difficult one. Now everything has become very easy. because how to connect to database, that coding is always there. Yeah, so that you can able to learn all this connected area, and you can able to easily learn. Sorry, look at your industry. In 6 months time, in a semester, you are studying 6 subjects and you are giving exams, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you saying that it is only one subject, 6 subject, how do I study and how do I read 6 exams? Are you telling that?
No,
No.
sir. No, sir.
When that maturity happen around 6-7 times in 3 years, yeah,
Yes, sir.
and you don't say that, I'll go to the industry, I will learn Java, .NET and all this thing. These are all related things. Yeah, see the industrial people, the medical and other things. The new disease comes, they are saying that, no, I want to learn this one also to treat. No. Yeah, so you should be ready to learn things, then, IT will be better one. If you say, I don't know, I don't want to learn, but XYZ newly comes, I'm not good upgrading myself, so then that is not good fit. Okay, you put your shoes, you in manager's shoes or something, in the company shoes, so they want resources, an all-rounder or something, then that is better. But I want to tell you one thing, IT is a sweet thing to learn, believe me. Okay, so learning from one language to other language, don't think that is a very tough thing or something. And also, no companies, today you are a Java developer, tomorrow you should be .NET developer. They are not saying that. In the agile model, there are sprinting concept and other things are there. So what they will do is they will give an enough time for learning and designing, development, everything. They will give an enough time for you. Okay, so there is a smooth model is there. The company is also supporting a lot to you to learn and other things. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So what
Sir,
about
how
BCA?
about doing,
Sorry?
projects in Python?
No, first something asked about BCA.
Yes, sir, it's me.
Yeah.
What about
What is the question?
BCA?
Yeah, that's a good course.
So is
Simply we can
BCA
say,
better or BTech computer science?
okay. When I say in the academic level, so I'm from the industrial level. Academic level, if you say that, Vidya, are you in the call?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this is the question. So I did not see the syllabus of BCom and BTech. Can you able to help me to answer this question?
So the only difference is we have ours is a 3-year program, and for the engineering students, it's a 4-year program.
Okay, and also there are a lot of technologies involved in BTech.
We being an autonomous institution, we have added a lot of programs, certification programs and add-on programs, and we ensure experiential learning activities amongst our students and participative learning so that the students reap the benefit of the courses that we offer.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
So the BTech it'll be slightly up.
Sorry for interrupting. To add on to what Professor Srividya has told, BCA concentrates purely on computer applications. BTech is an engineering degree where in the first year you will be learning all the engineering subjects before you focus on computer science. So 1 year is for knowing where you are good in which domain you are good, and then from second year onwards they focus on computer science in BTech. In BCA, right from the beginning, they focus on computer applications and the necessary mathematics and electronics required for it. Those papers also will be there. Thank you.
Okay, so hope you got the answer.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
So what is the other person asked about Python or something? What is that?
Sir, how about doing projects in Python?
Okay. How?
How about doing projects in Python? Nowadays, it's boom, sir, in MNC companies.
Yeah, that's really good actually. It is coming up. There are a lot of data science areas also. The Python language is used to complete their modules. Yeah, that is a good area, I can say. Yeah, you can focus on that. You can continue focus on that. It is not going to harm you anywhere. So definitely you can able to learn Python. So Python have a lot of facilities in the program. That is one of the biggest competitor for .NET and Java as well. One thing I want to tell you, the hardest path, if you take it, that is the shortest way to success. Okay, that is 100% suitable in IT industry.
Sir, by knowing only one language, you can survive as a proper software engineer, sir.
Yeah, see, even one language but the whole complete system. Still, you are be treated as this one. Okay, but there are two things are there. What you are learning on interest and learning for a job. These are all the two different categories are there. For example, now the Delphi is the language. It is coming to picture that is have a lot of features. Okay, I'm very good at Delphi, but how many companies are using Delphi? That you need to choose right way. So in that case, your success will be decided on getting a job. Then Delphi is a little lower than .NET and other things. Okay, so if you're completely expert in that area, you will be called it as software engineer, but you will get the limited options. Okay, but if you learn the familiar things, that you will get a lot of good thing. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, and one tricky thing in the IT industry is, which software is coming better and, which is going in the top in the market, that we never know. But some of the successful languages and packages there, if you learn that one first, that is the thing first you get into the industry. Later point of time, focus what is coming next. So how much I can able to focus on this area. So those things, if you do, that really helps you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions?
So, what do you think about the new languages that are getting implemented now, like Ruby, Go, Rust?
Yeah, or the languages or yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So now these are all, for example, when I look at Ruby, why the Ruby came into picture? Ruby on Real, right?
Yeah.
So why that is came into picture? You do code in .NET that is work only in Windows around 3 years before, 4 years before. If you see that, .NET code will only support which area? Windows area.
Windows.
Yeah. But that time the other programmer started thinking, okay, I'll create one programming language that will support both Windows and Linux environment. That is why Ruby on Real came into picture and they have a successful in the market.
Yeah.
Now .NET seeing that I don't want to lose my market because of Ruby on Real is coming to picture. I'll quickly adapt. They introduce .NET Core that will work on Windows and any platform. Yeah, so that is how it is coming into picture. So based on particular necessity, the programming languages are coming in and they are fulfilling. So if you see .NET, .NET will cover all languages in their project as well. They purchased those templates and they are implemented in their .NET program as well. Okay, so for me, .NET and Java is the two parent in case if you're going for an application development. So that will, swallowing all the other additional softwares and they are standing still. You see that, Facebook purchased WhatsApp, right? You know why? The rapid growth of WhatsApp, the Facebook decided that, okay, we will handhold and we will purchase them so that, their market will not go down. The same way, there are small languages are coming up, but the major level of programming languages, if that the small languages are coming good, they are purchasing those things as well. But learning that one also, it is a very good one. But again, I'll tell you, first get into the industry. After that, can learn, then you will really understand what is the need of that language, how the industry is focusing on that. Those things you will get it. So that way, the learning will be further. It is very good. Yeah. Did I answer your question, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. 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 So, any other question?
So I guess we are done with the questions.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for touching upon the latest trends in the IT industry. Dear
Yeah.
participants, kindly fill the feedback form. The link is shared in the chat window.
The last point I would like to tell you, I moved from so it's a bigger level of industry to SaaS development, software as a service development. That development also, it is high in the market. Yeah, but if you learn the cloud, you will understand what is SaaS. Okay. Yeah, please be enthusiastic to learn and take a fresh day and start loving what you're doing it. That's really helps you. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for your time.
Thank you,
Thank you
sir.
so much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Participants, please note the link to the feedback form is available in the chat window. I request Professor Anuradha, Head, Department of Computer Science, to propose the vote of thanks.
Feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it. William Arthur Ward. At the outset, I thank the management of Indian Academy Group of Institutions for the support rendered to us in organizing this webinar. I thank our principal, Dr. Jerome Xavier, for his valuable guidance. Heartfelt thanks to Mr. Gopinath, our resource person for the webinar, for taking out time from his busy schedule and enriching the participants on the various career prospects in computer science. Sir, indeed, it was a fruitful session. I thank all the participants from all my heart for making this webinar a successful one. I thank our system manager, Mr. Chandan, system admin, Mr. Veeresh, for the technical support rendered by them. Thank you, one and all. Participants can fill the feedback form